Good morning, team. I wake up like this. um, I woke up and this happens to be the window I can record. So this is the window that we're going to record. We're actually going to, the last two videos that I did haven't been like bummer topics, but kind of bummer topics. So I'm going to try to talk about something a bit more positive this time. I'm going to talk about a moment or a scene in a book that kind of changed my outlook on life, and may or may not help you guys, may or may not care, or But here it is. When I was a young lad, I read a book series called the Farseer Trilogy. It's by Hobb. He does a lot of fantasy, just really, really, really neat series. This particular trilogy has a main character called FitzChivalry Farseer, nicknamed the Bastard. And it's set in like medieval type fantasy times, and there's spies and magic and super fun stuff. To be fair, but he also had this wolf called NightEyes that through the magic in this land called Wit, W-I-T, capital W-I-T, he was able to actually speak in their minds to this dog, or to this wolf. I do not mean to be offensive to wolves or dogs. I apologize. But there was a moment, and they were going through some struggles. I actually can't. It's been so long since I've read it. I couldn't even tell you the plot line besides like the overview of what it was, the genre. But the moment that really stuck out to me in this book was they were going through the woods and they were being chased and they were tired and they were grumpy, and the human main character, the bastard, was trying to make a camp and make a fire, but it was raining, so he was he was just mad. And I was like, man, we've all been there. You know what I'm saying? We all just get pissed off. Life circumstances just seems like it needles us sometimes, like the galaxy and the cosmic energy of all is out to spite you. Which is not true, obviously, but it certainly feels that way. And I know everyone at one point or another can relate to that. So the wolf, as he's watching his friend, not master, but friend, struggle, the wolf said, some sort of profound wolf knowledge, and it's kind of like let me just tell you what it is, and I'll tell you what I was about to say. Basically, the wolf said, "You're only mad because you wish it wasn't raining." And there was something about how that line was delivered, in the context it was in, or maybe it was the frame of mind I was in when I was reading it. But that like really, really stuck out to me. Like, you're only mad because you wish that the way things are, you wish that they weren't. And if you could let go of the way that you wish that they were, now that they aren't, and just accept the way it is, and I'm not saying ignore it, deal with the reality as it is, not as we wish it to be, you'll be better off. Your energy will be better spent. You'll be happier. You'll be better equipped to deal with situations as they come. And you'll also be able to recognize situations easier and faster, because you're not overly concerned with maintaining the normal, which is normalcy bias at the end of the day, which of course I didn't know that at the time. But then my little ADHD brain, what it always does, it takes a concept, and then it likes to build upon that concept and see what neat things can branch off of it, take it to its extreme, break the logic, who knows? Just fun little brain thoughts, right? Coffee induced, speaking of which. But then I thought, like, how much cooler would it be if not only could we accept the way that things are, but what if we could learn how to but dance in the rain? Not only wish it wasn't raining, but when the rain comes, dance in it, whatever the circumstances is. And I know that's kind of a cliche, lemons in a lemonade and all that kind of nonsense. But again, just the way that it was framed in that moment of my life, it just kind of really hit me and stuck with me my whole life. Like I felt my brain adapting to this new foundational knowledge that this random wolf in a random fantasy trilogy, because there's a billion, just really stuck with me. So that's kind of how I've tried to live my life, and especially with Ashley's health and all the other curveballs. that get thrown. Not only do I try not to rage at things I cannot control, and it's in script, and all that stuff, accept things for the way that they are so you can deal with them. But I wanted to make the best of the circumstances. I not only wanted to help Ashley through this and help our family through this, but I wanted to make it the best it could possibly be and find the joy, in whatever the circumstance is. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's, you have to dig a little deep to find it, but there's always kind of a way to win. And that's kind of where the whole concept of like, there's always a way to win on the chessboard that you're on kind of was born from all that as I kind of got older but it all started with that wolf. My endless optimism started in that moment. And I can't even say endless optimism because I'm not always an optimist, right? But I really do feel that like we can survive in any circumstance. I feel that no matter what comes, no matter who's in the in the administration or like we can think through it. We can get it done. We can figure it out. Now it may not always be the way that we think it's going to be, right? Romans 8:28 comes to mind. For all those who are called according to the purpose and who love God, all will work for good. It does not say all will work out the way that you thought it was. You know what I'm saying? We have to be kind of adaptable, live in the now. Which is why I like being ADHD so much, is because that's kind of what we do, right? That we are a constant now. So again, going back to scripture is why I also kind of dig whenever God presents himself. He's I am, which means like I am present. I am now. I am everything and everywhere and all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a really neat statement. Like I am fully in. Anyway, rambling, coffee, but that's really what I wanted to say. The last two videos that I shot, again, they weren't bummers. One was about Long COVID Awareness Day, and then the first one was about why books. But I thought that one was kind of nice. But day 3, I'm being consistent. I don't know who's going to watch these or if anybody cares, but my middle son is also writing a book. So I guess having these stories in a video format that he can kind of reference would be good for him. So yay, value. At least one person gets a value, so it's worth doing. So have a great day. It's the beginning of the week. It's Monday. Hit the ground running, dance in the rain, because the rain always comes. So you just, you got to learn to smile at it and learn how to win in whatever circumstance. So see ya.